Hello friends, I, Dr. Sudhir Shah Advocate, and she, Advocate Preeti Gada, we both welcome you to
Legal chat.
last time we discussed about cruelty in matrimonial relations, and we just chatted, exchanged ideas, and you people liked it. And many of you have phoned us and said that why don't you make this a regular thing and give us regularly information about divorce, marriage, law, different types of law. So we decided that okay, we will do this once in a week, practically on every Monday. We will provide you guidance, legal guidance, and this is called legal chat. Now today we would like to take one step further what we had discussed on the last occasion as regards the grounds for divorce under Hindu Marriage Act. So Preeti Gada is attending. I have been practicing since last 55 years, but since last almost 30 years I have stopped going to the court and I have started practicing USA immigration laws and Canadian immigration laws. So Preeti Gada, she is the head of my firm Sudhir Shah and Associates. She attends to all legal matters and she is an expert in matrimonial laws. So let us ask her, Preeti,
Yes.
what are the grounds on which a Hindu can ask for a divorce?
Yes. Under the Hindu Marriage Act, a person can take a divorce under the various grounds like adultery, then cruelty, then desertion.
1 minute. Adultery, single act of adultery would be a ground for divorce?
Not exactly, but it is a continuous adultery. Then it is a ground for divorce.
Okay. Then cruelty.
Yes.
Now what is cruelty? Last time we had discussed
we
on
have
this.
discussed. Cruelty has a vast, definition, especially now the mental and the physical cruelty. So on that ground, person can ask for a divorce. There are various incidents, not one or two incidents amount to a cruelty, but it's a continuous incidents where the other spouse is facing a lot of mental harassment, physical harassment. It amounts to cruelty. So on that ground, the court can grant the divorce.
So what is mental cruelty?
Mental cruelty, which is now very famous nowadays, because in a higher society there will not be incidents of the physical cruelty, but you are taunting somebody, you are insulting somebody, you are making fun of somebody. That continuous offense of those kind of activities are mental cruelty.
Withdrawing from one's cohabitation
Yeah, that is also
would also amount to cruelty,
yes, that's
no?
also amount to cruelty.
And I have heard that couple who have children, the mother loves the children too much and the husband doesn't like the children, and husband scolds the children, and sometimes he beats the children, and wife feels that this is cruelty upon her because the husband is afflicting cruelty, is assaulting the children
So it is a
and
mental,
indirectly hurting
yes,
her.
like a mental cruelty. This is amount to a lot of stress in mental trauma to the wife. So it is also amount to a cruelty. Then
Okay, so adultery and cruelty.
yes,
Then what else the other grounds are there?
desertion.
Okay.
Desertion is that a spouse who has abandoned the other spouse for at least for a period of 2 years. So that is also amount to a cruelty.
Okay.
Conversion to other religion, that is also amount to this is one of the ground of divorce. Then mental disorder, the spouse is
Now conversion, we are being hearing that under the Islamic law,
Yes.
Mohammedans can marry more than one wife.
Hmm.
They can marry 4 times.
Yeah.
They can have 4 wives. Now if somebody converts himself into Mohammedan
Yes.
and marries again second wife, then will that be a ground for divorce?
Yes, because if you have converted yourself with the purpose of getting married with some other person, So this is also ground where the wife can ask for a divorce on the ground, this ground of from the husband.
And this can also be called as a cruelty also.
Yes, it is a cruelty.
So conversion is also
Amount to
conversion itself is a ground for divorce, and because of the conversion,
yes,
cruelty is being afflicted upon wife or husband.
mental cruelty.
So therefore,
yes,
that is also a ground of
that is a
divorce.
ground of divorce.
Then what other grounds are there?
Then there is a this mental disorder. A spouse is suffering from any of the mental disorder. Then also other spouse can ask for a divorce, like
Now supposing you are married for say 5-10 years, and then suddenly something happens, and then you are affected, and you have mental disorder. Will that be a ground for divorce?
yeah, because it is, if it is an incurable, the ground, sometime wives are suffering from schizophrenic or something, which is it is very advanced stage, which is incurable. So that is also one of the ground for divorce.
Okay.
For spouse can ask for a divorce.
Any other grounds?
Any other ground, leprosy, when the some serious disease like AIDS is also come under the such kind of disease. That is also non-consumption of marriage. That is also ground of divorce. Then person is after passing the decree by the court conjugal rights. If person is not joined together or reconcile and not have a married life together for 1 year, that also other spouse can ask for a divorce.
Okay. Any other?
This is the basic what the person who has renounced the world, and the person who has not been heard for last 7 years. So this is also one.
What do you mean by not being heard?
Means sometime husband is left the house and he has not been heard for last 7 years. He has not been appeared, not seen, not anything, and then the wife has right to ask a divorce from.
And what about wife? If wife goes away, then husband can also.
Yes, yes. Any spouse can ask for a divorce.
So these grounds are available to both,
yes,
husband as well as wife.
yes.
It's not that only wife can use this
No.
or husband can use this.
Yes, yes,
So, first of all, adultery,
yes.
then cruelty,
Cruelty,
then desertion, then conversion, then mental disorder, then leprosy, then
non-consumption,
non-consumption, then desertion.
then regarding the person is not been heard for last 7 years.
Last 7 years.
Person renounce the world. Sometimes person take a diksha or any spiritual path he has already.
Right.
So that time also a wife can ask. Suppose husband has done, then a wife can the husband can ask for a divorce. That's any of the party can apply.
So it's very dangerous to marry somebody who is Jain, because Jain people
No,
they renounce the world so often.
No,
They take diksha. So if you marry somebody and that person takes diksha, khatam.
No, but it's not like that. I can just add one more here. That also, when taking the diksha, also a lot of things has been seen, and a wife has been even there also consent of the spouse to be obtained. So that is, but yes, any spouse who can take a diksha, renounce the world, then other spouse can approach the court. So this good facility is available to in our Hindu marriage act, where there are various grounds.
Facility or ground?
The ground. So various grounds are available.
Taking divorce is not a facility.
It's a freedom nowadays.
Okay, tell me, these are couple of grounds on which a Hindu couple can ask for divorce. Now, out of these grounds, in your knowledge as a practicing advocate in matrimonial court, in divorce court, which are the grounds which are mainly alleged today in filing the petition for divorce?
See, major ground is cruelty by both the spouse, any of the spouse. Desertion is also there, and non-consumption, because nowadays we have seen the young couple comes and within within few months or things they are not getting along with each other, so they separated. So that is and that is one more thing I add here. If you want to file a petition for divorce under the Hindu Marriage Act, your marriage has to be completed 1 year. Then only you can file the petition.
Okay.
So that period is 1 year period is available where party can reconcile or can have their own.
So after marriage immediately you cannot ask for divorce.
No.
You have to wait for 1 year.
Yeah.
Even if you are being harassed by your wife
Yes.
or husband.
Yes.
So 1 year gap period should be there.
Yes.
And then only the petition can be
filed.
But if there are some exceptional circumstances,
Mm.
great harassment, can the party not apply to the court and request that I cannot live with this person, so please grant me divorce?
No, in that circumstances there are other grounds available. Suppose within a month only you found that the husband or wife is a schizophrenic and having lot of disease and taking treatment which is not disclosed to you, then you can file a marriage annulment of marriage.
Annulment.
That you can file before completing the 1 year of a marriage, or you can ask for a void.
So those grounds are separate.
Separate,
There are
yes.
some other grounds
Yes.
than this ground of
Yes,
divorce.
before 1 year, this annulment of marriage you can file. You can declare your marriage is void if it is based on the fraud or anything. That also you can do it.
But I am told that there is one more ground for divorce, which you have not mentioned.
Which one it is?
You should know.
There is a one ground where which is very easy and very good. I can say that he take a divorce by dignity. That is one of the ground. That is 13B of the Hindu Marriage Act, mutual consent divorce, which is very famous. So mutual consent divorce where both the parties agrees with the terms and decide the terms, and they can approach before the court. If you can engage a one lawyer, both joint petition to be filed, and there also statutory period is 6 months after filing the petition, and after 6 months court will grant you the decree of divorce.
What do you mean by statutory period of 6 months?
Six.
So they can file petition immediately after marriage?
No.
So
Statutory
they have to
period
wait
is-
for one year.
Yeah.
No?
So in that circumstances, your separation should be 1 year. The separation is 1 year.
I don't understand.
suppose-
I got married today,
Yes.
and tomorrow I feel that my wife is not, I don't like her. I want to separate. And she also agrees to separate. Can we file the petition?
No, you cannot file it.
Then what should we do?
So suppose you today married, so from tomorrow you are separated. So you have to count your period from tomorrow to 1 year, and after completing separation period 1 year, you can file divorce for mutual consent.
And then you said that 6 months period.
That is after filing the petition, there is a 6 month. So that is a statutory period kept specially for the reason that after filing petition, sometimes party feel that they can reconcile. They can still give a second chance to their marriage, because in many of my matters has also happened. A party has realized their mistakes and they reconcile also. So that is a statutory period which is a 6 month after filing the petition.
And I'm told that nowadays when a petition for divorce is filed, the judges recommend the parties that you go before a mediator,
Yes.
and the mediator tries to reconcile the
Yes.
parties. Is it correct?
Yeah, it is true. Nowadays it is a trained mediators are there. Even I am recently become a trained mediator by completing my course, and if court finds it is young, or if a marriage of 30 years or something, court can recommend that the party can.
But are these mediator who talk to these parties for 5, 10, 15 minutes, half an hour, can they really understand the difference and disputes and suggest a mediation?
Yeah, because see, they are trained mediator. There is a two things in the family court of Mumbai, especially there is a marriage counselor. They are also trained mediators. They are marriage counselors. So our system is that once you file the petition, first when the petition comes before the court first send the party to the marriage counselor. So marriage counselor talk to both the parties, try to find out the area of disputes and everything. And if they feel the parties there is a chance of reconciliation, so they can call party other time also with both the parties. If court will feel, counselor also feel, they come and recommend to the judge also, and they can ask the party to go for a mediator also. Sometimes you cannot decide the terms.
In your career as a practicing lawyer, how many couples who have filed for divorce and who have been sent to the marriage counselors have reunited?
I can say that almost 5 couple in that very young couple and very old, well, the couple who has already completed 25 years of marriage, they also reconcile with certain terms and they are still very happy.
So this marriage counselors are really helpful.
Yes, very much.
Okay, so listeners,
And there's one more thing. See, many people ask us because they don't know. Because we have seen, because you are also a USA immigration lawyer. So party first get married by court marriage. Now court marriage is that it is not marriage is conducted in the court, but you can apply for a 1 month notice and you registered your marriage.
court marriage is under special marriage.
Special marriage. So now Special Marriage Act, if you marry under the Special Marriage Act, the sections are different. The other thing, everything is same. But when party apply for a divorce, they should first find out their marriage is registered under what, Hindu Marriage Act or Special Marriage Act.
So this is a Hindu marriage act. So those who get married under special marriage act,
Yes.
or what they call it is a court marriage,
Yes.
a different law applies to them.
Yes.
Muslim law applies.
Yes.
Christian law applies.
Yes.
Parsi law applies.
Yes. Yes.
So there are different types of laws
Yes.
for different types of people.
Yes.
So friends, listeners, we will discuss about the Special Marriage Act and the other acts, Muslim, Parsi, Christian, on next Monday. So keep listening. And if you have any questions, expert is here. Feel free to ask us. Thank you.
Thank you.